Thanks for joining us here on LakinSports.com. Sorry for the dead air, but we got on the line and going through some stats and making sure our books match. And that's why I said earlier that Cassidy is the official scorer. She was right on the money. We get set for game number 2 here at Laux Park. The Bronx losing the first game by the score of 12-9. And we get set for game number 2. Our lineup for the Bronx, a few changes defensively, but not too many. Hunter Davis will be in left field and lead off. Batting second for the Bronx and pitching is Alan Martinez. Batting third at short, Jace Bachman. Batting fourth at first base, Matt Morgan. Batting in the fifth spot in center field, Braden Fisher. Ty Davidson bats sixth. He will play second base. Cade Lovelady bats seventh and will catch. Bodie McCormick will be at third base. He'll bat eighth. And Omar Gonzalez will bat ninth in right field. Leading it off for the Tigers here in the top of the first of game 2 is Ryan Nightingale. Nightingale 2 for 5 in game 1 and swings and misses at the first pitch. And we are underway at 6:55. I want to thank everybody for their patience. I know we had this game originally scheduled for 6 o'clock. And a little nubber out in front of the plate. Lovelady out in front, fires to first in time for one away. Nice play, 2-3 on the putout. And that's one away. Nice play by Cade.
Roman Garcia.
Ground ball past McCormick up the third base line. Rodriguez around first. He's not letting up. He will be into second with a stand-up double. That'll bring up Roman Garcia, the left fielder.
Batting, Roman Garcia. On deck, Matt Bushnell.
And hitting the first pitch, a high fly ball to left. Hunter Davis under it and makes the play for 2 away.
Batting, Matt Bushnell.
I'll bring up Matt Bushnell, the first baseman. Runner at second base and 2 outs here in the top of the first. Martinez on the hill for the Bronx here in game 2. Checks the runner and takes a strike on the outside corner. And the count 0-1. The 0-1 pitch and a line shot into left. Davis over and makes the play for 3 away.
Way to go.
So the Tigers go quietly in the first. No runs, 1 hit. They strand a base runner. And more importantly, no Bronc errors. After 1/2 inning, the Tigers nothing. The Bronx coming up. We'll be back right after this.
A lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo,
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
No scores. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Defensive alignment for the Tigers in left field is Roman Garcia. Jordan Stein in center. And Isaac Sanchez in right. Martin Devora at third base. Gabe Rodriguez at short. Christian Jaquez at second. The first baseman is Matt Bushnell. And catching for the Tigers is Christian Heredia. Ryan Nightingale making the start for the Tigers. First pitch to Hunter Davis is a swing and a miss. Davis in game one was 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored. The 0-1 pitch, bunted foul, and he's down in the count 0-2. Oh, 0-2 pitch, high and outside for ball one. 1-2 the count. Lady Bronx winning game 2 at the North Rec Complex here in Lakin, defeating Ulysses by the score of 18-3. So the Lady Bronx, after losing their first 2 of the season, come back and even their record at 2-2. They won game 1 by the score of 16-4. 1-2 pitch was inside to Hunter Davis, and the count even 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch by Nightingale. Breaking pitch stayed high for ball 3, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nightingale, the sign from Heredia. Here's the payoff pitch, and Davis with a roller towards second. Jaquez up with it, throws to first in time for the out. They're going to say he was pulling it out to throw, so the out will count. 4-3 on the putout. That'll bring up Alan Martinez, Bronx pitcher here in game number 2. Alan in the game 1 was 3 for 5 with 2 runs. Had 3 straight singles, reached on an error in the 6th. There's a line shot into right field. Will land in front of Sanchez for a 1-out hit. And that'll bring up Jace Bachman. Bachman, the shortstop, was 3 for 5 in game 1. Scored a run and drove in 3. Big lead by Martinez. Diving back in head first. Bronx losing game 1 by the score of 12-9. Looking to gain the split here. Martinez running on the pitch and steals it safely. Throw is up the line. And it's a 1-ball count to Jace Bachman, who bats from the right side. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bachman with a line shot into center field. Jordan Stein over, and it's over his glove. In for a hit. Bachman around first. He'll stride into second base with the RBI double as Alan Martinez scores on the play.
Now batting, Matt Morgan.
So Bachman with 3 RBIs in game 1 has 1 here in the second game as the Bronx take the lead. That'll bring up Matt Morgan. Morgan in game 1 was 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Pops the first pitch up and out of play off the third base side for strike 1. Braden Fisher in the on-deck circle. Nightingale throwing from the stretch, checks the runner. Here's the 0-1. Inside, and the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch taken at the belt, 4 strike 2, 1-2, the count to Matt Morgan. Nightingale the righty, Morgan batting from the left side. Here's the 1-2 pitch, way outside. And Christian Heredia, the catcher, saved an extra base for Jace Bachman there. 2-2 the count. And that's low and in the dirt. Count is full to Matt Morgan. Payoff pitch. And Morgan down on strikes.
Now batting,
4-2 away.
Braden Fisher.
Bring up Braden Fisher with a runner at second now, 2 outs in the half inning. Bronx lead it early here, 1-0. Low and outside, ball 1. Ty Davidson on deck for the Bronx if Fisher can keep the inning alive. In game 1, Fisher picking up his first hit of the season. But it was a big one, a triple in the 2-run 5th inning. And Fisher pulls that one foul up the third base side. Evens the count at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch, low and outside. Backhanded nicely by Heredia. Count goes to 2-1. Sun will begin to be a factor here at Laux Park as it sets in the west. Everybody on the left field side of the diamond looking right into the sun. Fisher fouls it straight back. Count is even, 2-2. Nightingale looks in for the sign. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Low and outside, and the count is full. Jace Bachman, the 2-out runner at second after his RBI double. Here's the payoff pitch to Fisher. Low, and the ball bounces out in front of the plate. Bachman goes to third. So a base on balls to Fisher and a wild pitch, allowing Jace Bachman to go to third. Ty Davidson in game 1 was 0 for 2, striking out twice. Fisher running on the first pitch. Davidson fouls it straight back for strike 1. So Fisher turns and goes back to first. Fisher running on the pitch. Davidson fouls that one off out of play. And it's 0-2. Ty Davidson looking for his first hit of the season. Fisher running again, and the pitch is low. Back to the screen. Bachman up the line. Will step on the bag and score the run. Fisher at second base. So Fisher will be credited for the stolen base because he was running on the pitch, Bachman will score on the wild pitch. Davidson taking, and the count even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nightingale's pitch. Davidson, a bouncer up the middle. Rodriguez has to go off his glove. And Fisher will round third and score. I'm going to score that one as a single and an RBI for Ty Davidson. The shortstop was over in the hole, but it's not his fault that it hits something and flies up over his head. So on the big hop, we'll give Davidson the single. That brings up Cade Lovelady. Snap throw to first, Davidson back. Strike one, the count to Cade. The 0-1 pitch from Nightingale, a roller towards short. Rodriguez up with it. Has to hurry and got him just in time for the out. 6-3 on the put out, but the Bronx score 2. Excuse me, 3. Thank you, Cassidy. 3 runs on 3 hits. They strand a base runner. And no errors. So after one complete, it's the Bronx 2 and the Tigers nothing. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with the second inning right here on LakinSports.com, Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Don't go away. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. We go to the second inning. The Bronx leading at 3-0. Alan Martinez back out for inning number 2. And the first pitch to Isaac Sanchez is high for ball 1. Allen from the wind. The 1-0 pitch, fouled back and out of play. 1-1 the count. Allen, the sign, here's the 1-1. And fouled straight back. Sanchez down in the count, 1-2. One-two pitch. High pop-up on the infield. Bachman drifting over. Scrambles and has it go off his glove. E6 on the play. And Sanchez safe at first. Christian Jacquez, the second baseman at the plate for the Tigers.
On deck, Christian Heredia.
Martinez now from the stretch, looks over at the runner. First pitch is low in the dirt, rolls away from Lovelady. Sanchez goes to second on the wild pitch. Ball one, the count. Martinez checks the runner at second. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And a slow roller on the left side off the glove of McCormick. Sanchez goes to third. And back-to-back errors for the Bronx have runners at the corners for the Tigers.
Bat, Christian Heredia. On deck, Jordan Stein.
I'll bring up Christian Heredia. He'll be followed by Jordan Stein. Runners at the corners, no outs. We're in the top of the second. If you're just joining us, the Bronx losing game one by the score of 12-9. Runner off on the pitch. And Bachman cutting the throw off in front of the bag, but that goes a stolen base for Jacquez.
No, my brother actually works at Six Flags, but so I drive by it.
Want to know the count to Heredia. And a strike called at the knees.
I was thinking,
And the count 1-1 strike.
what's that one in Houston?
Fouled back to the screen.
Oh,
Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Christian Heredia. Allen looking in for the sign from Cade. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaking pitch just high for ball 2. Isaac Sanchez, the runner at third. Christian Jacquez at second. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Lifted back and out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two-two pitch. Back and out of play once again. Still 2-2. Looking at the flags in left, they're still outright, but they're not whipping as straight as they were earlier. So hopefully the wind will start going down here closer to sundown. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line shot foul up the left field line. Count remains 2-2. Breaking pitch got him on the outside corner. Nice pitch there by Alan Martinez. Throws the runner.
Batting, Jordan Stein. On deck.
And that's one away. Brings up Jordan Stein, the center fielder. Stein not in the lineup in game one. Fouls that one straight back. Count 0-1. Martinez from the stretch, checks the runners. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. Martin Devora into the lineup, in the on-deck circle for Ulysses. Here's the 0-2. Swung and missed off the glove of Lovelady. He'll go home, but the runner scores, so a strikeout past ball. Stein at first as Sanchez scores. Jacquez goes to third. Now batting the third baseman, Martin Devora. Runner at first off on the pitch. In for a strike. Stein with the stolen base. And the pitch was a strike. 0-1 the count. Low, ball one. 1-1 now. High fly ball into left will land in front of Davis. And the run will score on the the 1 out single by Devora.
Up to bat, Ryan Nightingale.
Ryan Nightingale, the top of the lineup, backed up for the Tigers. Runners running on the pitch. Pitch taken for strike one. Ulysses with the double steal. And a timeout on the field. Coach Davidson out to calm the troops down. Started the inning up 3-0. Tigers with 2 runs across and 2 runners in scoring position. So the meeting on the mound is over. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fouled at the plate. And the count 0-2 to Ryan Nightingale. To the count. Fouled out, a play off the first base side. 0-2. Count still remains 0-2. Martinez's pitch. Line right back to Allen. He'll go to first for the out. Morgan thrown to the plate, not in time. It's Nightingale out 1-3 on the putout. Stein scores. Devora goes to third on the play. Nightingale credited with the RBI. And that'll bring up Gabe Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a double in the first inning. And the Tigers tie it up at 3. Martinez checks the runner at third. High pop-up. It will drift foul. Bodie McCormick over in foul territory. Can't make the play. And Rodriguez will come back to the plate. And a count 1-1 strike to Gabe Rodriguez. Popped back and out of play. Count goes to 1-2 strikes. Ground ball back to the mound. Martinez with it. Over to Morgan in time for the out. And that'll do it for the Tigers in the third. 1-3 on the putout, but the Tigers tie it up with 3 runs.
Yeah.
So the Tigers 3 runs on 1 hit. They strand a base runner. 2 errors. After 1.5, we are tied at 3. The Broncs and the Tigers will take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Bronc Baseball.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Sox at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Oh, this stupid...
When it's time to do that welding, don't do it yourself and make a mess out of it. Call Hendricks Professional Welding Service in Lakin. On the farm, on the ranch, or at your place, or at Hendricks Welding 3 miles west of Lakin. Welding done right the professional way. Call Brad Hendricks at Hendricks Welding at 355-6734. That's Hendricks Welding. Don't do it yourself and make a mess. Just call old Brad.
Leading it off for the Broncs in the bottom of the second inning will be Bodie McCormick. He'll be followed by Omar Gonzalez, and then back to the top of the lineup for Hunter Davis. McCormick batting from the right side. He inlines that one foul up the third base side for strike 1.
Thank you.
You the man, coach. Oh, and 2 the count. McCormick bats from the right side. Nightingale, the right-hander, looks in for the sign. And here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. One and 2 the count. And swinging, strike 3 for 1 away.
Go, Omar.
I'll bring up Omar Gonzalez. First pitch to Omar, low and in the dirt for ball 1. Nightingale looks in. Here's the 1-0. Strike called on the outside corner. Count even. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Getting cold out there? At least you can admit it.
Swing and a miss at the 1-1 pitch. And Gonzalez down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Broncs scored 3 in the bottom of the first. The Tigers come back in their half of the second and tie it up. That's where we stand here in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Gonzalez. Breaking pitch low, 4 ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Nightingale with the wind. Pitch in the dirt. Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. And a called third strike. 4-2 away.
I know, he listened.
That'll bring up Hunter Davis. Davis grounded out to second his first time up. Bats with nobody on, 2 outs here in the home half of the second inning. First pitch inside almost got him. But it's ball 1. I actually thought I heard a double hit where it might have hit his jersey, but Davis fouls that one back. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. But I'd have to say if I heard it, the umpire would have to hear it. I'm hard of hearing, so if I heard it, if I heard it, everybody should have heard it. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Foul tipped into the glove for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now the count to Hunter Davis.
Come on, bud. Shake it off. Come on. Just like a free throw.
Swing and a miss. Ball was in the dirt. Hunter will run it out.
Yeah.
So a strikeout, passed ball for Hunter Davis. He's at first with 2 away. Brings up Alan Martinez. Martinez with a single and a run scored in the first. Bushnell holding the runner at first. Pitch way outside for ball 1. Nightingale checks the runner. Davis off on the pitch. It's low and away in the dirt, and Hunter will steal it without a throw. Ball low for ball 2 to Alan Martinez. Jace Bachman on deck. Martinez right back to the pitcher. Nightingale with the flip to first in time for the out. 1-3 on the putout, and the Bronx go down quietly in the second. No runs, no hits. They strand a base runner, and no errors for the Tigers. We've played 2. And we're tied at 3 as we go to the third. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Bronx Baseball.
At Farm Bureau, we make it easy to protect the important things, like your home, family, and future.
I'm Farm Bureau agent Nikki Harrison Lakin, and I make insurance simple. One policy lets you combine and save when you protect your home, cars, motorcycle, all your toys. And one deductible can cover everything if you have a loss. I can show you how simple insurance can be. Contact me, Nikki Harris, your local Farm Bureau agent today.
Farm Bureau makes insurance simple.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
We go to the third inning, tied at 3. Leading it off for the Tigers will be Roman Garcia. He'll be followed by Matt Bushnell and Isaac Sanchez. Bronx 3 runs on 3 hits. They've stranded 2 base runners. Tigers 3 runs on 2 hits. They've stranded 2 base runners as well.
To bat, Roman Garcia. On deck, Matt Bushnell.
Bushnell fouls the first pitch. Roman Garcia fouls the first pitch at the plate for strike one. Garcia flied out to left fielder Hunter Davis his first time up. Martinez's 0-1 breaking ball stays high for ball one. 1-1 the count. Alan winds. Here's the 1-1. Inside for ball two. Two 2-1 pitch. Low one in the dirt for ball three. 3-1 the count to the leadoff hitter here in the third, Roman Garcia. And the 3-1 pitch, called a strike on the outside corner. That evens the count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch. And a ground ball over to short in the hole. Bachman can't come up with it. And that'll go as a leadoff single for Garcia.
Batting, Matt Bushnell. On deck, Isaac Sanchez.
First baseman Matt Bushnell at the plate. He flew out to left to end the first inning. He's 0 for 1. Good lead at first by Roman Garcia. Martinez checks. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, not in time. Strike one the count, and a stolen base for Garcia. Martinez's pitch swung on and missed for strike two. 0-2 the count. Martinez from the stretch checks the runner. There's a line shot up the left field line and fair. Davis over to cut it off. It's cut off by the third baseman to hold the runner at first for an RBI single for Bushnell, as Garcia scores to give the Tigers the lead.
Sanchez,
Up to bat, Isaac Sanchez. On deck.
Bring up the right fielder, Isaac Sanchez. Sanchez reached on an error and scored in the second inning. Breaking ball by Alan Martinez is high for ball one. Pitch bounces past the catcher. Bushnell on his way to second on the wild pitch. 2-0 the count to Sanchez. Martinez checks. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to count.
oh, that's 2.
Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch high for ball 3, and the count is full. And a line shot into left field. Davis going back. Bobbles, but makes the play. Nice play by Hunter Davis. not only to get the out, but that would have scored a run.
Held him at second.
So the fly ball for out number one.
Christian Jacquez on deck. Christian Heredia.
That brings up the second baseman, Christian Jacquez. Takes the first pitch on the outside corner for strike one. Christian Heredia on deck. The throw went into left field. The runner at second retreated. No errors, no nothing as the runner retreats to second. Oh, and 1 to count. Pitch stays high for ball one. 1-1 the count. Martinez looks back at the runner at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Got him with a strike at the knees. In the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch just inside. Count goes to 2-2. Two-two pitch. Swung on and missed. And Jacquez down on strikes for out number 2. Play at third base. They got him.
Well, there's 2 was a strikeout and there's 3. So. Good play.
Caught the runner trying to sneak to third on the throw back to the pitcher. I believe Allen threw it to third. Wisely threw to third for the third out. So the Bronx get out of it there.
1 run on 2 hits.
But the Tigers do take the lead with 1 run, 2 hits, no Bronx errors, and nobody left on base. After 2.5, we go to the bottom of the third. Bronx trail it 4-3. They're coming up in the bottom of the third when we come back. You're watching Bronx Baseball. We'll be back.
They were not happy about that call.
Lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Heads up play by the Bronx to end the top half of the third inning. But the Tigers do retake the lead at 4-3. Jace Bachman will lead it off for the Bronx in the third. He'll be followed by Matt Morgan and Braden Fisher.
Now batting, Jace Bachman.
Bachman with an RBI double in the first, also scored a run. Pitch low and away for ball 1. Nightingale gets the sign from Heredia. Here's the wind and the 1-0 pitch. Bachman with a line shot through the hole into left field for a hit, his second of the game. So Bachman 2 for 2 after having 3 hits in the first game.
Now batting, Matt Morgan.
Brings up Matt Morgan. Morgan, a strikeout victim his first time up. Bachman with a good lead at first. Pitch to Morgan high for ball one. Nightingale checks the runner. 1-0 pitch, and it's lined into right for a hit. Bachman, they'll hold him at second base. It's a back-to-back singles by the Bronx to start the third inning. I'll bring up Braden Fisher. Braden with a walk and a run scored in the first. Ty Davidson on deck. 2 on, nobody out. Fisher bluffing the bunt. And a line shot past the third baseman up the left field line. Bachman around third. He will score easily. Morgan chugging for third. And he'll slide in safely. Braden Fisher into second base with the double and the RBI. Good aggressive base running that time. Morgan going from first to third on a hit to left field. And with that run, it ties it up at 4 for Ty Davidson. Davidson with an RBI single his first time up. A chance to drive in a couple here with a base hit. Still nobody out. We're in the bottom of the third. Pitch by Nightingale outside for ball one. Kate Lovelady in the on-deck circle. One-zero pitch by Nightingale. Low for ball two. And that's bounced in the dirt for ball three. Nightingale in jeopardy now of walking the bases loaded. Here's the 3-0. And that's outside for ball four. So a 4-pitch walk loads the bases for Cade Lovelady. Final from Kansas City. The Royals open the season with a 14-10 win over the Rangers. And I say we quit baseball. The Royals are in first place. Woohoo! No, just kidding. Lovelady fouls it off the end of the bat over towards the Bronx dugout, but it's back and out of play for strike one. Royals win, Yankees lose. Great day of baseball. Yeah. 0-1 to count to Lovelady. Here's a pitch from Nightingale, low and in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Heredia. In the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bodie McCormick on deck. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Fouled at the plate. And the count to Kate Lovelady, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bronx have them loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the third. One-two pitch, swung on and missed, and Lovelady down on strikes for 1 away.
Now batting, Bodie McCormick.
Now with 1 out, Bodie McCormick comes to the plate. Bodie striking out his first time up, fouls that one back and out of play. And strike 1 to count. Bases are loaded from the windup. Nightingale's 0-1 pitch. Just a bit outside. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And a strike taken on the outside corner. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bodie McCormick. Here's the wind and the pitch to Bodie. Breaking pitch, and he lines it into left field for a hit. Matt Morgan will score. Fisher around third. Throw to the plate, but not in time as Braden crosses for the run. Bodie McCormick with the 2-strike single and drives in 2.
Now batting, Omar Gonzalez.
And that'll bring up Omar Gonzalez. Runners at first and second, still just 1 out. Omar Gonzalez struck out looking his first time up. Squares to bunt, but the ball over his head for ball 1. Hunter Davis on deck. Corner infielder is playing in on the grass. Here's the 1-0. Omar fouls it up the third base side. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Nightingale checks the runner at second. Here's the 1-1. Strike called, looked a little low and away. Let's count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Gonzalez swings and misses. Snap throw to first. Bodie there in time. And Gonzalez down on strikes for the second time today. That is 2 away, and that brings up Hunter Davis.
For the Lakin Bronx, Hunter Davis.
Hunter 0 for 2. Looking for his first hit of the game. Takes that one inside for ball 1. Ty Davidson, the runner at second. Bodie McCormick at first base with 2 outs here in the home half of the third. Bronx have pushed across 3 to retake the lead, 6-4. Pitch to Hunter outside for ball 2. Check of the runners. Here's the 2-0. Davis, a high fly ball into left center field. Left fielder in the hole. Can't come up with the play, and it falls for a hit. Davidson around third. He'll score. They're waving McCormick around. And Hunter Davis with a 2-run triple. That'll bring up Alan Martinez. Bronx have batted around. Allen, the 9th batter to come to the plate, and he lifts a high fly ball to center field. Jordan Stein over a couple steps and makes the play, and that'll do it for the Bronx in the third. But a good third inning for Lakin as they come up with 5 runs. 5 hits. They strand a base runner, and no errors committed by the Tigers. After 3 complete, the Bronx lead the Tigers by the score of 8-4 We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx Baseball.
Refinance your auto loan at Golden Plains Credit Union. You could lower your current auto loan rate by 2% with no payments for up to 90 days. Rates can be as low as 3.25% annual percentage rate. This offer applies to loans financed from another lender. Think of all the money you could be saving every month. This is a limited time offer, so stop by and ask about refinancing your auto loan today. Golden Plains Credit Union. Life with a touch of gold. Member NCUA.
We go to the fourth inning. The Bronx on top of the Tigers, 8-4. Brett Hendricks with you. Thanks for joining me today for Bronx Baseball. Bronx trying to gain a split here this evening. They lost the opener by the score of 12-9. Want to shout out the Lady Bronx softball team with a doubleheader sweep over Ulysses tonight, winning game 1 16-4, winning the nightcap 18-3, evening their record at 2-2. Christian Heredia leads it off for the Tigers, who'll be followed by Jordan Stein and Martin Devora. Alan Martinez out for the fourth inning. Bronx next action will be next Tuesday when they travel to Southwestern Heights to battle the Mustangs. First pitch from Martinez. Low for ball one. Lady Bronx back in action next Tuesday, hosting the Lady Mustangs of Southwestern Heights. We'll have that game for you right here on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube. Foul tipped into the glove, and a count even, 1-1 strike. Next week's looking like a beautiful week if the wind will cooperate. They're talking temperatures in the 80s to start next week. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball stayed high for ball two. Let's see what else is going on at Lakin High School. Golf team at Buffalo Dunes, I believe, next Tuesday to start their season. They'll have their home meet next Thursday with the Lakin Invitational. High fly ball on the left field side. Davis drifting over towards the line. In foul territory, makes the play for one away. And that's one away for Jordan Stein.
Up to bat, Jordan Stein. On deck, Martin Devora, followed by Ryan Nightingale.
Stein struck out his first time up, but he reached on a passed ball and came around to score. Squared to bunt, fouled it off the glove of Lovelady for strike one. Let's see, track. I was trying to think where they're at next week. They had a great meet to start the season on Tuesday at Cimarron. Boys winning the meet. The girls finished second. So good start for Lakin track. Thursday, isn't it? And a ground ball through the hole into left field. And a one-out single for Jordan Stein. So Bronx track at Stanton County next week.
Up to bat, Martin Devora.
Martin Devora to bat for the Tigers. 1 on, 1 out. We're in the top of the fourth. Huge lead by Stein at first base. I'd like to see Martinez flip one over there. And he's off on the pitch. Fouled. I thought that was fouled, but they're saying just off the glove of Lovelady. So strike one and a stolen base. So the runner moves up 90 feet, and it's a strike one count to Devora. Martinez's pitch. Slow roller to short. Bachman with the throw across. Got him just in time. Nice play by Jace Bachman. Devora quick up the line. 6-3 on the putout. And that's 2 away for Ryan Nightingale.
Up to bat, Ryan Nightingale. On deck, Gabe Rodriguez.
On the put out, runner moves up to third. In a ground ball past the mound. Bachman on the grass and throws it away. Run scores. Nightingale turns, heading for second. That'll go as an error as Stein scores.
Batting, Gabe Rodriguez. On deck, Roman Garcia.
That'll bring up Gabe Rodriguez. Rodriguez 1 for 2. Reaches out, fouls that one off the end of the bat, out of play for strike 1. I want to thank everybody for joining us here this afternoon. As we always do, we ask you to thank the sponsors that make LakinSports.com possible. Without them, we couldn't be doing it. Line shot, foul up the left field line for strike 2. Also, those of you watching, we'd like to hear from you. You can send me an email, brett@lakinsports.com. We'd like to know where you're watching from. Sponsors are kind of interested in that once in a while. We've had emails from all across the country, not just across the country, but across the world. We've had from all around the world. We've had emails, and it's great to hear from people. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Martinez. Breaking ball stayed up, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Allen checks the runner. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that's inside for ball 2. So I didn't ask for it in the first game, but those of you still watching, we'd love to hear from you. Brett@lakinsports.com. I'd like to know where you're watching from. Martinez's 2-2 pitch. Fouled up the third base line. Count remains 2-2. I had an email, let's see, last year. Gosh, I can't remember where it was from, but it was over in Europe. Fouled straight back, count remains 2-2. I know Matt Morgan on Monday had fans watching from Florida. Welcome back to LakinSports.com if they're watching today. Lifted foul up the third base line once again. Count remains 2-2. I know when Hunter Davis during the basketball season, I would get emails and comments on our YouTube page, and it was like a who's who across the country. North Carolina, Texas, Arkansas, all over the place. The Hunter's got a lot of relatives that follow him. Fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Good at bat here by Gabe Rodriguez. Sun has officially set in the west, so the players on the left field side of the diamond don't have to worry about that anymore. Here's the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Loveladies throw to third. Oh, not in time. And the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes with the stolen base. Martinez's payoff pitch. Slow roller up the third base side. Martinez up with it. Over to Morgan in time for the out. 5-3 on the putout. So in that 1/2 inning, 1 run on 2 hits. 1 left and 1 Bronc error. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Broncs lead it 8-5. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronc baseball. We'll be back right after this. At Lakin Drug, their mission is simple. They strive to provide professional pharmacy services with hometown hospitality. Lakin Drug's experienced staff leads with compassion and utilizes modern technology to fit all of your individual needs. Whether it's prescription medications or over-the-counter products, Lakin Drug has the answer to all of your questions. Lakin Drug at 610 O'Loughlin Street in Lakin is a proud supporter of the community of Lakin and Lakin schools. New pitcher and some defensive changes for the Tigers. I'll try to get those as we go along here. Jace Bachman will lead it off for the Broncs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Bachman 2 for 2, a double and a single, an RBI and a run scored. Takes the first pitch high for ball 1. And that pitch stayed high for ball 2. Blooper into shallow left will fall for a hit. Jace's third of the game. That'll bring up Matt Morgan. Devin DeLay, the new pitcher for the Tigers. Ryan Nightingale will go from the mound out to center field. Matt Morgan 1 for 2, single and run scored. Bachman running on the pitch. It's outside and will steal it standing up without a throw. Want to know the count. And a strike called on the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to count to Matt Morgan. DeLay checks the runner, the 1-1. And Morgan a liner into left center field. It will fall for a hit. Bachman will be held at third. Morgan going to second on the throw to the plate. So an RBI single for Morgan. He goes to second on the throw. Now the Broncs in business with runners at second and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. Brings up Braden Fisher. Fisher with an RBI double and a run scored in the 3rd. Broncs scoring 5 times in the 3rd. Sending 9 batters to the plate. First pitch to Fisher, upstairs for ball 1. And Fisher taking a strike there for evening the count at 1-1. Delay from the stretch, 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball gets past the catcher. Bachman up the line, and he'll slide under the throw. Morgan around third. He will score as well. Bachman scoring on the wild pitch. Morgan scoring on the error by the catcher. And the Bronx add 2 more runs. And I was waiting to see the indication from the umpire. Fisher with a high pop-up into left center field. Left fielder playing under it and has the out.
Batting for the Lakin Bronx.
That is one way. I don't think the wind is as bad out there for the fielders. The flags, they're not whipping nearly as bad as they were earlier. 1 out for Ty Davidson. Davidson 1 for 1 with a walk. First pitch low inside for ball 1. And the 1-0 pitch outside for ball 2. 2-0. Pitch. Davidson just a little behind it. Swing and a miss. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Devin DeLay on in relief of starter Ryan Nightingale. Pitch bounced out in front of the plate, and the count goes 3-1. Here's the wind in at 3-1. And it's high for ball 4. Davidson's second walk of the game. That brings up Cade Lovelady. Lovelady 0 for 2. Struck out his last time up. Lovelady with a liner right back up the middle. Rodriguez will pick it up, but can't double up the speedy Lovelady up the line. So Ty out 6 unassisted for 2 away. Lovelady at first with the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Bodie McCormick. McCormick 1 for 2, a 2-run single his last time up. Runner at first, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch from DeLay. Popped up on the infield. Gabe Rodriguez calls it and makes the play for out number 3. But the Bronx get 2 more runs. On 2 hits, they strand a base runner. And there was 1 Tiger error. After 4 complete, the Bronx have doubled up the Tigers. They lead it by the score of 10-5. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx Baseball.
They said this place was too isolated to call home. They said it was too remote to build a community. And then one day, a farmer strung a copper wire from one fence post to another and changed everything. We didn't build the communities of Southwest Kansas. No, we just brought them together.
Pitching change made for the Bronx. Lawson Beamer will come on in relief of Alan Martinez. Martinez will go to third. Most likely Lawson will bat in Bodie McCormick's spot. In the top of the fifth, leading it off for the Tigers will be Roman Garcia. He'll be followed by Matt Bushnell and Isaac Sanchez. Tigers 5 runs on 6 hits. They've stranded 3 base runners. The Bronx 10 runs on 10 hits. They've stranded 4 base runners and committed 3 errors. Tigers with just 1 error on the game. Roman Garcia comes to the plate, 1 for 2. Single and run scored in the 3rd inning. Just high first pitch for Lawson Beamer. Ball 1 the count. 1-0 pitch. Ground ball towards second. Ty Davidson on the short hop. Flips it over to Morgan in time for the out. 4-3 on the put out. And that's 1 away. Brings up Matt Bushnell. Bushnell 1 for 2. An RBI single. His last time up.
On deck, Isaac Sanchez.
Beamer's first pitch. In at the belt. 4 strike 1. Good start for the outing by Lawson Beamer today. Lawson made the start in game number 2 against Syracuse. Faced 3 batters, failed to get an out. Hit 2 batters and walked 1. So not a great start for Lawson Beamer, but he has to feel good about the start here this afternoon or this evening now. An 0-2 count with 1 out here. Just missed inside. 1-2 the count. Alan Martinez, 4 innings pitched, giving up 5 runs on 6 hits. And a high fly ball into center field. Braden Fisher under it and makes the catch for 2 away. And that brings up Isaac Sanchez, the right fielder. Sanchez 0 for 2, reached on an error and scored in the second. Beamer looking in for the sign. And a strike taken on the inside corner. 0-1 to count. Lovelady with the signs. Beamer likes it. Here's the 0-1. Flare into foul territory, just out of the reach of Matt Morgan. And it's a 0-2 count. Beamer's 0-2 pitch. And got him on the outside corner looking for 3 away.
3 down, boy.
So the Bronx set them down in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left, and no errors. That was an easy one to score. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Score still Bronx 10. And the Tigers 5. We'll be back right after this.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
Welcome back to LakinSports.com. We go to the bottom of the fifth as we're serenaded by Cassidy. Leading off for the Bronx will be Omar Gonzalez. He'll be followed by Hunter Davis and Alan Martinez.
14 for 18, Lakin.
Okay, so it won't be Omar. Javion Granado. Pitch taken for a strike. Javion Granado, his first at bat of this season. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Taking low for ball one. 1-1 to count. Lady Bronx softball with a doubleheader sweep over Ulysses tonight, and it seems like hours ago that I got the text that they won game number 2. Swing and a miss, and Granado down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Delay looks in for the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and in the dirt. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. And the wind and the pitch. Fouled back. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hunter Davis on deck. He'll be followed by Alan Martinez. Here's the wind in the 2-2. And a called third strike on the outside corner. 4th, 1 away. Brings up Hunter Davis. Davis 1 for 3. A 2-run triple in the third. Davis bats from the left side. Swings and misses at the first offering from Delay. A 1-1 to count. Bronx trying to salvage the split here in the nightcap, losing the first game by the score of 12-9. Here's the 0-1. Davis backing out of the way, and it's a 1-1 count. And that pitch inside once again. And the count is 2 balls, 1 strike. Davis swinging and missing at that low pitch. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Delay winds. Breaking ball inside, and the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. Hunter lines it back past the pitcher. Gonzalez over in the hole. and throws in time to get Davis.
Batting for the Lakin Bronx, Alan Martinez.
Now Martinez comes to the plate. Nobody on, 2 outs here in the home half of the 5th. Martinez 1 for 3. Takes the first pitch low for ball 1. Allen with the high fly ball up the first base side. First baseman over to the screen, and it's well out of play. And the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the wind and the 1-1. Low and away for ball 2. 2-1 to count. Allen fouls that up the first base side. First baseman over in foul ground. Just out of reach for strike 2. Count now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes to Alan Martinez. And delay got him with the breaking ball, looking for strike 3. And that's 3 away as the Bronx go quietly in the 5th. No runs, no hits, nobody left, and no Tiger errors. After 5 complete, the score, Lakin 10. And the Tigers 5. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. You're watching Bronx Baseball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube and LakinSports.com. We'll be back.
At Farm Bureau, we make it easy to protect the important things, like your home, family, and future.
I'm Farm Bureau agent Nikki Harrison Lakin, and I make insurance simple. One policy lets you combine and save when you protect your home, cars, motorcycle, all your toys. And one deductible can cover everything if you have a loss. I can show you how simple insurance can be. Contact me, Nikki Harris, your local Farm Bureau agent today.
Farm Bureau makes insurance simple.
Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin. Fantastic burgers, Coney and Chicago hot dogs, Philly, steak, BLT, and chicken sandwiches, along with ice cream treats like the traditional banana split, sundaes, shakes, malts, and cones. Dine in or carry out. Flashback to the days of Bebop and Bobby Socks at the one and only fantastic Flashback's Diner, Highway 50, Lakin.
We go to the 6th. Christian Jaquez leads it off for the Tigers. He'll be followed by Christian Heredia. And I've got Jordan Stein, but I don't think he's in the lineup anymore with the pitching change a couple innings ago. So we'll wait and see who comes to bat in the 3rd spot of the inning. Pitch is low for ball 1. Jaquez 0 for 2. Reached on an error and scored in the 2nd, struck out in the 3rd. Lawson Beamer out for his 2nd inning of work in relief of Alan Martinez. High fly ball towards right. Matt Morgan over towards the foul line and brings it in for out number 1.
Up to bat, Christian Heredia.
One pitch, one down for Christian Heredia.
Let's go, Lawson. I feel like he had something to prove tonight. Right. So like the last time he played, he didn't do so hot. So.
First pitch from Beamer. A little high for ball one.
Darn. Shoot, darn. Mm-mm. That was good, but that guy's short, so.
1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed, and the count even. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tell me it's bedtime? No, medicine time.
1-1 pitch. And that's upstairs for ball 2. 2-1.
Not sad we don't have school tomorrow. Yeah, we do. Sometimes we don't. Okay, the three years I've been here, yes.
Heredia 0 for 2. That pitch was low and inside for ball 3. 3-1 to count. I think that's what he gave. High fly ball on the infield. Bachman moving under it and makes the play for 2 away.
Good job, Jace.
And now that's 2 away for Jordan Stein. So Stein stayed in the lineup. During the Ulysses pitching change, I wasn't sure because Nightingale went back to center. Yeah, we'll figure it out. 2 away. First pitch from Beamer upcoming.
Yes.
Low and away for ball 1.
Lame.
Martin Devora on deck. If Stein can keep the inning alive for the Tigers. We're in the top of the 6th. Bronx lead at 10-5. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball towards first, and it's through the wickets into right field.
Oh, communicate.
That'll go as an error on the first baseman. And that brings up, and here's where the batting change. Let's see.
26. That's delay. I think he was the pitcher.
Okay. So Devin DeLay hitting for Martin Devora. Runner bluffing on the first pitch. Retreated back to first. Pitch is a ball. One ball count. Runner is off. Pitch is fouled back. Count even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stein heads back to first. Stein with a big lead at first base. Beamer staring over at the runner. Beamer steps off, chases the runner back. Beamer's pitch inside gets away from Lovelady. Stein goes to second on the passed ball. And the count 2-1. Ryan Nightingale on deck. Fouled back. Count evens. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count. Runner at second. 2 outs. Fouled back. Count remains 2-2. Beamer's 2-2 pitch and a high fly ball into shallow right field and will fall for a hit. Stein around third. He will score. And an RBI 2-out single for Devin DeLay.
Up to bat, Ryan Nightingale. On deck, Gabe Rodriguez.
Tigers with a run across. Back to the top of the lineup for Ryan Nightingale. Nightingale 0 for 3. Reached on an error his last time up. And a ground ball towards the hole at second. Davidson up with it. Throws to first in time. 4-3 away. 4-3 on the put out. And the Bronx are out of the inning. No runs, no hits. Excuse me, no runs on one hit. Oh, okay. 1 run on 1 hit. I'll get it right eventually. 1 run on 1 hit. They strand a base runner. And 1 Bronc error. And while we jump on it, we're going to take a break here at Laux Park. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Bronx lead it 10-6. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
Lot of action on the street today, huh, Willie?
Yep. Oh, check out the German V8.
Good car.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Ooh, 64 dream car.
At Shelter Insurance, we insure all your favorite rides.
Oh, classic convertible.
And have since 1946.
Sweet pickup. Hiya, Muggsy.
Yo.
From Hot Wheels to hybrids, we've got you covered.
Hey, mailman.
Love those shoes.
Hey, where you going?
Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
We go to the bottom of the 6th. Leading it off for the Bronx will be Jace Bachman. He'll be followed by Matt Morgan and Braden Fisher. I'm going to take a chance. We're going to open the window up. About the time I do that, then the flag goes straight out again. We'll see what happens. We'll be okay as long as nobody comes up to visit. Bachman lines the first pitch up the line in left, and it's past the left fielder to the warning track. Bachman around first on his way to second, and they're going to hold him up there with the leadoff double. Jace with his 4th hit on the evening.
Matt Morgan.
And Bachman in the first game with 3 hits, so he's got 4 hits on the day. Brings up Matt Morgan. Morgan 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 runs scored. Chance to drive in 1 here with nobody out in the bottom of the 6th. And a bouncer back to the mound. DeLay glanced at the runner and throws to first in time for 1 away. That brings up Braden Fisher with 1 out. Fisher 1 for 2, an RBI double. In the 3rd, he walked and scored a run in the 1st. High pop fly into shallow right center. Right fielder coming in, dives and makes the play. And that's 2 outs in the inning. Dylan Gugelmeyer now hitting for the Bronx. First at bat of the season for Gugelmeyer. Bats from the right side. Runner at second base with 2 outs. Strike called on the outside corner. 0-1 to count. Delay checks the runner, now turns to second. Bachman back in standing. The 0-1 pitch to Gugelmeyer. Swung on and missed. And the count 0-2. Delay check of the runner. 0-2 pitch to Gugelmeyer. Breaking pitch. Gugelmeyer ducks out of the way. And it's 1-2. Pitch low in the dirt. Bachman going to third. And will be safe. That'll go as a wild pitch on the advance. Then the count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Dylan Gugelmeyer. Two-two pitch. And got him looking. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. And that'll do it for the Bronx. Bronx Strand, a leadoff double. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left, no errors. And we've played 6. Bronx still lead it 10-6. We'll be back right after this. You're watching Bronx Baseball.
Some commercials make it really tempting to buy cheap insurance. That's great if price is the only thing that's important to you. The agency believes cost is important, but protection is what you're really paying for. Rely on the agency to build the policy that protects your property at a price you can afford. Call the agency today at 620-355-6789.
We go to the 7th inning. The Bronx leading the Tigers by the score of 10-6. Brett Hendricks with you. Thanks for joining me today for Bronx Baseball. Bronx looking to salvage a split of this doubleheader, losing the first game by the score of 12-9, and looking to close it out here in the nightcap, leading 10-6 as we go to the 7th. Gabe Rodriguez will lead it off for the Tigers. Will be followed by Roman Garcia and Matt Bushnell. Rodriguez 1 for 3 on the game.
Roman Garcia.
Had a first inning double. Has grounded out twice. I've been more impressed with Rodriguez with the glove in the infield. Good looking shortstop for the Tigers. Lawson Beamer back out for his 3rd inning of work on in relief of starter Alan Martinez. And Beamer starts him off with a strike. 0-1 the count. And that pitch behind the batter to the backstop for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Beamer with the sign. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. And Rodriguez down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch hits the batter.
Garcia.
And that'll bring up Roman Garcia.
Roman Garcia on deck.
Garcia 1 for 3 on the game. Beamer from the stretch. Runner bluffs, and a swing and a miss by Garcia for strike 1.
He's just laughing out there.
Beamer looking over at the runner. Pitch off the glove of the catcher, and Rodriguez will go to second. That'll go as a pass ball off the glove of the catcher. And to count 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is high for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Low and away. Ball 3. Ball gets past Lovelady, and the runner advances. And to count 3-1 as the runner moves up to third. Nobody out in the top of the 7th inning. And the pitch is high for ball 4.
Up to bat, Matt Bushnell. On deck,
Tigers with
Isaac
runners at the
Sanchez.
corners, nobody out in the top of the 7th. Bronx lead it by 4. Matt Bushnell to the plate for the Tigers. 1 for 3, an RBI single in the 3rd. Has flied out his other 2 at bats.
You can hear him with the window open.
Garcia going on the pitch. Runner at third stayed on the stolen base by Garcia. Now 2 runners in scoring position. And it's a 1-0 count to Matt Bushnell. Isaac Sanchez on deck. Beamer's 1-0 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Bachman will tag the runner. Throw to first in time for the double play. The run does score, but Jace Bachman with the unassisted double play.
Count 1-0. Okay. I had a baby.
Bushnell will get credited with the RBI on the double play, but a big play by Jace Bachman. Now for Isaac Sanchez. He's 0 for 3 with nobody on and 2 outs. And a 1 hopper to Bachman. Throw across in time for the out, and the Bronx are going to win it. Tigers in that half inning, 1 run, no hits. They strand a base runner, and there were no Bronx errors. Bronx will even run their record to 3-1 with the salvage of the split here in this doubleheader. Bronx losing game 1 12-9. Come back to win the nightcap 10-7. Going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll add up the game totals, and we'll have them for you when we return. And we'll also talk to Bronx head coach Steve Davidson. You've been watching Bronx Baseball on Lakin Bronx Sports YouTube and LakinSports.com. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll talk to you here in a couple minutes.
LakinSports.com is proud to serve Lakin High School with streaming video coverage of the Lakin Bronx and Lady Bronx sporting events. During these trying times, Brett and Sandy Hendricks are extremely proud to be able to bring Lakin High School sports to Lakin fans via the internet.
Of course, without the continued support of the sponsoring businesses, Lakinsports.com would not be able to bring you Lakin High School sports. A big thanks goes out to Farm Bureau Financial Services of Lakin, the Agency of Lakin and Garden City, Flashbacks Diner, the Lakin Bronkbackers, Lakin Drug, Shelter Insurance Gwen Wechter, the Lakin Recreation Commission, Pioneer Communications of Southwest Kansas, Hendricks Welding Brad Hendricks, along with Lakin Hay, the Golden Plains Credit Union, D. Bach Metals Dwayne Bachman, and Casey's General Store, as well as the Kearney County Bank and the Garden City State Bank. Please patronize our sponsors and be sure to tell them thank you for bringing you Lakin High School sports on Lakinsports.com. Back we go now to the voice of the Lakin Bronx and the Lakin Lady Bronx, Mr. Brett Hendricks.
Bronx win the nightcap by the score of 10-7 to salvage the split here tonight against Ulysses after losing the first game 12-9. Here are the totals. Ulysses 7 runs on 7 hits. They strand 5 base runners, committed 1 error. For the Bronx, they scored 10 runs on 11 hits, stranded 5 base runners as well, and they had 4 errors on the ballgame. Losing pitcher is Ryan Nightingale for the Tigers. And for the Bronx, the winning pitcher, Alan Martinez, and a good 3-inning outing for Lawson Beamer, who struggled in his first start on Monday. But a great bounce back for Lawson to pick up the save. Bronx with the win pushed their record to 3-1. The Tigers with the loss, their record falls to 1-3. Bronx out in right field in their typical post-game huddle. And when they break, we'll get a chance to talk to Coach Steve Davidson, and we'll get out of here. It's been a 5-hour night for us here at Laux Park. Maybe a little chilly outside, but actually it's the best the weather's been all evening. Wind has gone down. It's still blowing out of the south, but not near as strong as it was earlier. But a good way to go into a holiday weekend for the Bronx. At least gaining the split here. Waiting on Coach to come up. We're just going to add up a few totals here while we wait. Case Bachman, a big day from the plate today. Four hits in the nightcap, picked up 3 hits in the first game tonight, or today. And while we're writing down some notes, Coach Davidson has joined us here in the booth. Yes, sir. Got him. You betcha. I got it.
Good win, Coach. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for helping.
You're welcome.
And after some dead air there, trying to add up some totals, we're joined by Bronx head coach Steve Davidson. And
I don't hear anything.
You don't? Oh, you know what? Because I haven't turned you up. How's that?
Hey, there we go. That's better.
Is that plenty?
Yeah, it's
all
good.
right.
It's good.
Well, the Bronx, a little bit of a rough start to the game, or to the game, to the day, losing the first game 12-9, but able to come back and salvage the split. But I think it was a nice bounce-back win for the Bronx here in game number 2 tonight.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, just too many errors. You know, got to make plays. We didn't make any plays the first 5 innings of that first game. And, then we got a little rally going and, got back in the game. And then we, because we made some plays, you can't give teams 5 and 6 outs every inning, and we were doing that there for a while. So.
Yeah, the Bronx in game one, my count, with 10 errors, and very seldom are you ever going to see a team win with 10 errors. But I'll tell you what, give this team credit. They were trailing 10-3 going into the 6th inning, came back with 6 runs on 2 outs after the Bronx went 2 up, 2 down, scored 6 runs to pull within 1. But then a couple errors there in the 7th inning gave them a couple more insurance runs, and the Bronx lose at 12-9. But there again, I credit the Bronx for not giving up and coming back and making a game out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And pitchers did a good job. It's if I'm out there on the mound and you're throwing ground balls and they're not making plays behind me, it's you get upset.
Sure.
And we kept throwing strikes. We kept battling. So pitchers did a good job. We just got to, our approach is not real good sometimes, just going after the ground ball, let alone not making the play. Our approach has to be better before the pitch and everything. So things we got to work on.
Bronx with 15 hits in game one, so it wasn't that the Bronx didn't have opportunities getting the bat on the ball, but I'll tell you what, one player in general today swinging a hot bat was Jace Bachman. He had 3 hits in the first game. He was 4 for 4 in game number 2, and really swinging the bat well.
Yeah, he is. He's hitting the ball. He's hitting it hard. A lot of line drives and a lot of, even with the wind's not bothering his ball at all. He pulls the ball pretty much always. Although his first hit of the year, he actually went the other way, which was a big surprise to him and me. But no, he's swinging the bat well.
Yeah, and really the Bronx with 11 more hits in game number 2. So really putting the ball in play, and a lot of players getting their first hits of their career or first hits of the season. Braden Fisher with a game 1 triple, didn't score anybody with it, but it kept a rally alive, and just a lot of players getting things. Maddox Beltran was a 2 RBI single in the game 1, got his first hit. And Bodie McCormick came up with some clutch hits as well. So, just the 4th game of the season, but some of the players are starting to get in a little bit of a groove.
Yeah, they are, and like I say, we've had plenty of opportunities, as far as swinging the bat inside. So and we work pretty hard at off tees and soft toss, and they do a good job for the most part. I always want more, but that's
just a coach.
That's a coach.
Exactly.
But no, doing a good job, and the kids just seeing pitches is going to make so much difference, and hopefully, like I said before, we've got 3, 4, 5 kids that hit the ball pretty well, and I think we have 4 or 5 others that can get a lot better if we just keep working.
One bright spot in game number 2, Lawson Beamer came in with 3 innings of relief, and maybe a little shaky there in the top of the 7th inning, but a nice double play by Jace to get him out of the jam. But Lawson needed that for confidence.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He did, and I don't know a lot about Lawson as far as he's played baseball, obviously, and he's pitched quite a bit. Just been a couple years, so he needs to work. And I didn't know. The other day I started him. I didn't know because I wanted him to get a good and warmed up, and then start the game. And that didn't work out so well.
Yeah.
But and then even tonight, he was going to come in that second game sometime, and that's why I kept him on the bench so he could at least go warm up and be ready. But yeah, he came out and threw first couple strikes, and then it was really good after that.
Hunter Davis in left field. It seemed like the outfield, especially when it's windy here at Laux Park, anything in the air, a real adventure. But Hunter, when you made the change, taking him from center into left, really looked like a good decision because he had a couple nice plays early in the game that really could have got past him or, dropped for a hit, but nice plays out there in left for Hunter Davis.
Yeah, he's got plenty of speed and is again, did make some good plays. And just, like I say, we move people around a lot, figure out where they're at best, and by the second half of the season, that's where we're going to have everybody playing pretty much all the time. But he did a good job. He's a good outfielder. It is tough out there with that wind blowing, and the ball's carrying like crazy, and it's all of a sudden you're running after it and it's on you all of a sudden, just a lot faster than you think, and it's tough to do out there.
Exactly. Well, once again, the Bronx do salvage the split, and a good way to go into a holiday weekend. After feeling really good after 2 wins over Syracuse, to come back and drop 2 and head into a long weekend would have been kind of sour. But Bronx at 3-1 after 4 games, and now hit the road on Tuesday with a league contest against Southwestern Heights.
Yeah, and and they're going to be they're a decent ball team. We're going to their place, which is, it's a whole different field.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of see how we handle that. And we also got track and golf that same day, so we're going to have some different people out there.
Yeah, yep.
But they're just going to step up and do the job. That's why I try to get some guys to play a little bit tonight in positions where they might actually play on Tuesday because they haven't really played there much. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll go and our pitchers will throw strikes and we'll make the plays when we need to.
Yep, defense just needs to make plays. Exactly.
Yep.
Well, Coach, once again, congratulations. Even though you get a win, get a loss tonight, but always good to bounce back and 3-1 into the holiday break. It's really good, and then it's going to get back hot and heavy starting next week.
Yeah, it's going to be busy. It's going to be nice after next week. We just have one doubleheader that next week, so we can actually take some time and work on some things because we need to do that. And it's, I'm actually giving the day off tomorrow and just, we got to rest arms. Arms, we're not in very good shape, but we can't come out and get in shape tomorrow because everybody threw tonight. So, you got to have a couple days off. So we'll rest, and then, Monday we'll get ready and ready to play on Tuesday.
Sounds good. Well, Coach, once again, 3-1 going into the break. As always, thanks for taking the time to come up and talk to me. Have a good weekend. And I'm going to stay here and follow the girls next Tuesday, so
Okay.
you guys are on your own. So, but I think you can do it without me.
Well, we'd like to have you for sure.
Well, you know what? I tell you what, I wish I could be in both places because I like to watch both. But haven't seen the girls yet this year, so I think I'm going to stick around. And the bad thing about it with my job, I'll tell you what, spring is tough.
Yeah.
Trying to fit the job in and all that stuff. Now, if I had a kid playing, it's a no-brainer. I tell the boss I'm leaving. So, they understand that. But when you don't have a dog in the fight, sometimes it's a little hard to talk them in to let you go early. So, we'll have plenty of times to follow the Bronx this year. And best of luck next week. And if something comes up, changes, you never know. I might be in Kismet. You never know.
All right, sounds good. All
have
right.
a good weekend, Coach. Thanks for joining us.
Yep, thank you, Brett.
Bronx head coach Steve Davidson. The Bronx salvaged the split here tonight, losing game one by the score of 12-9, winning the nightcap by the score of 10-7. And that's going to wrap it up here at Laux Park. Been kind of a marathon, so I'm ready to pack it up and start the weekend. So for all the sponsors, we thank them for all they do to make LakinSports.com possible. J.D. Ham, our tech support, he does everything for us. And I'll tell you, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be here. And I say that every time we're on the air. But I mean it, and I can't ever thank him enough. So, for everybody involved, I'm Brett Hendricks. Everybody have a great and safe Easter weekend. Enjoy family. Enjoy the meaning of the time that we get this weekend. And we'll be back on the air next Tuesday with Lady Bronx Softball live from here in Lakin as Lakin's host Southwestern Heights in softball action. If anything changes, we'll be sure to let you know. But that's our plan right now, is to be with softball on Tuesday. So everybody have a great weekend. We will see you next week.